Hey everyone, this is Mike here at Steel Green Manufacturing, and today we're going to talk about our parts kit and what all it includes. Okay, so what we have here is our standard parts kit. We make these parts kits for all of our machines, no matter if you have a Kawasaki drivetrain or a Briggs & Stratton drivetrain, or if it's a 36-inch model all the way up to the 52-inch model. We just need to know what model machine you have so that you can get the right kit that'll contain the right items for you. So starting on this end down here on the table, one of the bigger items that comes in the parts kit is going to be a spare liquid pump. So it's a full 5.3 gallon per minute or a 6.0 gallon per minute, whichever pump you prefer or you run. This pump will be usable on the main machine itself and also any of the 7-gallon accessory tanks that run a pump as well. You're going to have a hopper or a spinner for the granular system, so in case you get that wore out. You're going to have an extra drive belt, which is going to be very important to have on hand, because if your belt goes off on the lawn, that machine's not moving until you get a new belt back on it. So a very inexpensive item to have on hand, very nice to have. You're going to get 2 extra pump fittings that go onto the liquid pump head, just in case you catch one on a gate or something like that happens. You can put that fitting on in 2 minutes flat instead of being down and having to drive 30 minutes back to the shop and get a new fitting and 30 minutes back again to the job site. You're going to have an extra spray nozzle for your spray gun, an extra spray gun itself, a couple extra screens for behind the nozzles on your boom. One thing that is not in the parts kit is going to be the actual spray nozzles themselves on your boom, because not everyone uses the same rate. So that's one thing that you should buy a la carte and add into the parts kit, is whatever type or size spray nozzle you run on your boom. You'll get a gasket that is for the main filter housing. Yet again, that's one of those small items that if that gasket's bad and your machine's sucking air, you're not going to be able to build pressure, and that's going to put you down in the field. You're going to have an extra tensioner pulley. This is the only serviceable pulley under the machine. It's got a sealed bearing in it, non-greasable. And then you're going to have an extra dial and rate dial holder for the front of your granular hopper in case that were to break. An extra set of bearings for the front wheel itself and grease seals, an extra set of bearings for one side of the caster fork itself up into the frame with the grease seal, an extra hopper bushing and felt washer where the shaft passes through the bottom of your granular tub, one of each side, left and right, of the nozzle bodies. So in case you're running through somewhere with the boom wings out and you back up and you take out one of those, yet again, that's another 2.5 minute change out for a $10 part that you had on hand. 4 extra fuses for your spray system or just their main ignition harness itself. You could easily, if something happened and you pop the fuse because you caught a stick underneath and it grabbed your foot switch wire or something silly like that, a real cheap fuse can get you back up and running. An extra spring that is going to be usable on the corners of your booms as well as the tensioner underneath. We run the same spring underneath the tensions of drivetrain belt as we do on the corner of the booms. 4 extra clips that go on the bottom of your hopper that hold up your diffuser and your door. An extra ball joint end. This is what connects both your hopper open and close cable and your side deflector cable and your diffuser cable. They're all going to run that joint. An extra grease cap for the caster in case one of those pops off on you. One of every switch on the machine, a pump switch on the dash, foot switch on the floorboard, and an ignition switch. You're going to have a hydraulic filter in that kit. This thing it's not due till 500 hours, but that way you have it on hand and you're ready to go when the time comes. An extra hopper cover for whichever size you have, the 120 pound or 220 pound. And then one of every cable on the machine. You got choke cable, throttle cable for the engine. And this cable here is your open and close cable for the hopper door. And they always come with the mounting hardware on them. And then the locking version of that cable, which we use that on the side deflector and the pattern adjustment. So you'll have one of every cable on hand in case you need to fix that in the field. And everything in this kit is going to come packed in this nice, easy to carry toolbox so that you can have it easily accessed when you're out in the field running the machine. Well, thank you for watching today's video over the parts kit. If you have any questions, just reach out to us on social media or check out our website at steelgreenmfg.com.